Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another round of the AMA-SMX League Pro Motocross Series. We are at Thunder Valley. We're back. I'm with my boy Skirt, and we about to bring you the 250 Moto 1. About to have a lot of craziness going on.
This track is absolutely insane with the breakdown. Do you think that our two top riders, Blur and Casey, who were the only ones doing 150s, okay? Do you think that as it breaks down, the dudes that were 3 through 5 might have a chance to come up?
I think it's definitely a possibility. I think it's definitely a possibility. And the reason why I say this is because this track is more so, after it starts to break down, is more so who can stay the most consistent. You're going to see a lot of guys getting, kicked up, knocked off balance, reset, a lot of just craziness going on. So I think it's definitely a possibility. Yes. Yeah, I think it's most definitely a possibility. We, from week to week, we see, top qualifiers not end up winning the races. So it's like, so anything's possible. But I think especially with this track, we're going to see.
And what's unique about this track, I was going to say what's unique about this track is it breaks down and gets very slick, but also the braking bumps get crazy. The ruts get crazy. It's like dry, but then also has like this deep, ruddy base.
Yeah. It's slippery too. It can be slippery. Yeah. It's going to take a lot of throttle control for this track. You have the tracks where you can just stay wide open most of the time, and then you have tracks like these where it's not necessarily as technical, but with the type of dirt you're racing on, definitely got to have the throttle control.
Yeah, the track doesn't have to be super technical when the dirt's like this.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be exciting to see what's finna go down, bro. Like I'm ready. I'm excited.
I know Bent Lip was going pretty quick. Koopa was up there, I think 6th place qualifier. I know Hemi and Bobby were right there. So very close.
Trey Weezy, appreciate you tuning in on the live game. We about to get this 250 Moto 1 started. Revs up. Gates down. Let's go racing. Let's go. Who we got?
Casey with a great jump. Can he hold it though? Nixon coming in quick.
Bobby getting messed up a little bit on that first turn. That first turn is madness. Blur running third. Believe he's got a number change going on, so gotta take a closer look at that. But Casey out front early.
I mean, that's exactly where he wanted to be.
Most definitely. Oh, Hemi goes down over the handlebars.
It's gonna be tough for him to come through this pack, to be honest.
We got Koopa, who we saw last week hold down 5th place. I believe he got 5th overall last week, up in 3rd right now. So be interesting to see what he can do on this track this week.
With those stock KTM bars, absolutely barking.
Oh, also forgot to mention, so we've got Blur and Casey both running the red plates this week. They're tied in points after last week's race, and so they're both running the red plate, sharing the red plate. We're gonna see at the end of today who's gonna walk away with the red plate. That's gonna be crazy and something else to look for. So,
and neither of these guys want to let it go. Both of them have been talking some serious shit in between motos, and both believe that they're the man. 100%.
No, for real. I mean, after a round like last week, I would definitely believe I'm the man. After, if I'm in KC's shoes, being able to hold off and come back second moto and win, and then if I'm in Blur's shoe, not being able to close out last week, he's still got some of that fire left in him. So
Casey with the quick reset right there came in a little too hot. I agree with you. I think that both of them deserve to be up front. And we've talked to Casey. He's our teammate, right? We've talked to him and making those mistakes. He just cannot beat him that today.
Exactly. Him, he got a smooth little gear set on right now.
Ooh, we got the lit kit.
Lit kit.
I like it.
It's smooth. I like it. See, we got little Wom on the Suzuki, bringing up 6 right now. So
I'll be honest, Lil Wom had a fire kit last week. Not a fan this week as much.
You not messing with that
riding. Not on the Suzuki
it might be a little
like
bit.
that. There's a way to do it, and maybe that's not exactly how to do it. But looks like who's that? Is that Koopa hopping in front of him?
Nixon right here.
Oh, it's Nixon, his teammate, right?
Yep, his teammate. Koopa's up in 4th right now, battling. Oh my, battling with KC. There's a good little pack right here.
These guys were all about 2 seconds apart. 5 guys.
Bobby
Crazy.
Up in 2nd.
Where did
happened?
Bobby come from?
What did we miss?
He had a terrible start, and he's just working through him.
What did we miss?
Everything.
I am
confused. We have a completely different 1 through 3 right now.
I definitely want to see lap times when they come through the finish coming up here. I definitely want to see that. That is, I don't know. I'm speechless.
Well, we talked about how this track is treacherous. It's so easy to just get reset, go off the track, hit a SpongeBob, for anything, you know?
Exactly. You're right, gang. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's easy. Like what you just said. It's easy.
Look
to
right
get
here.
reset.
Look at
there. Right there.
Slipped
Bobby
out, and now
takes the
Bobby's in
lead.
first. What?
This is
Blur
a crazy
battling.
battle. Blur takes
Teammates
that outside.
right there.
It's a little bit better drive there. Yeah, as you recall, or as you just said, they're teammates, so they, spend the week practicing, just kind of learning how each other rides. So it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds up front here too. And see where KC's at.
He is 4th.
Fourth, he's got him in his sight right there.
Yeah,
Definitely
he's
not
doing
where
all right.
he probably wants to be, but he's doing
close
good.
enough though. He's close enough. If he can just settle down a bit. There's one. Also, I'm going to say this. Bobby, with the reset last week, he was doing good. He was in 2nd, 3rd place, and then they had a restart, got a bad start, and then I think he ended up finishing 6th or 7th. And he wasn't happy about that. His riding was excellent, but just what happens on the track. So I think that he's really going to be pumped with being out in front right now. And with a clear track, he's probably not going to make half the mistakes as the other guys behind him are.
Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. If he can, keep this clear track ahead of him, I think he could possibly be looking at a Moto win, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
To be honest. He was one of those guys we were expecting to see up front last week in round 1, so
Yeah.
His situation, he's got something to prove this round, I believe, so we'll see.
Let's see, it looks like they spread back. Oh, okay.
Right there, sneaking up on him. Oh, yeah. DripGangTV, appreciate everybody tuning in. My bad, Skirt. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all showing love. If you'd like to join the league, check out the description below. I'm going to leave all the info down there. But yeah, let's get it, gang. 250 Moto 1 with my boy Skirt. I'm going to tag him down below as well. Y'all go subscribe. We're out here. We got, goddamn it, Bobby leading the pack right now. Holding strong in first. So
I was going to say, between the two of those guys, we're going to see if they have any maybe different line choices. That's going to equate to either Bobby holding on to it or if Casey getting around him.
Yeah. We're about to see. I feel like this track, we've been talking about it breaking down and all this other stuff, but this track, when it breaks down, it more so becomes a 1 or like maybe 2 line track. Like, you really got to lock in or else you're off the track. You're not able to stay on the track. So
yeah, throttle control, like in that locking in, you have to know when to just let off and coast. And you might feel like you're going slow, but on this type of track, you give it just 1 second more throttle and you're off the burn. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Definitely got to make sure you got your bike settings right, got everything so where you're able to be as comfortable as you can be, because that's what it's going to take to perform like some of these guys are performing out here. So battling
Kugel
back
with
here.
that inside. He's going to get up on the back of Lewam. Let's see if he can make the pass over here.
Oh.
Came up short. Ooh, he got lucky right there. He almost hit the fence.
See, we've got Nixon running in 7th on that Red Bull KTM squad.
I think he blew his wad because he was battling early, and now the distance between him and 6th is quite a bit.
It is pretty big.
Yeah.
Jake the Muss and Rocker Blaze, who really I figured we'd see them a little further up front. They're not in bad positions, but I figured we'd see these two a little up front. Been hearing a lot about them through the week, how this is, one of those type of tracks for them. So be interesting to see how this unfolds between those two as well. See if either one of them, Rocker goes down. See if either one of them can kind of make their way forward, but it's going to be hard.
That inside's the worst.
It's treacherous when the track breaks down.
It's the worst. It's not even going to lie.
So earlier we mentioned fast qualifiers, right? And and I don't say this to like, I don't know, call them out, but we were just saying, like, fast qualifying doesn't really mean too much when you get down to the motos. We have Bent Lip here who qualified, I believe, 2nd or 3rd fastest, bringing it up in 10th, 3rd fastest. So we'll see if he can lock in and kind of bring that speed back that he had during qualifying. But just something to point out and to look at. But
and do this, right? Look at his fast lap time right now. It's like a 56, right? I guarantee you all these fast laps happen either 2nd or 3rd lap for all these guys, because what happens is the track doesn't allow you to maintain that type of lap. And so you might be fast in qualifying, but we do light deform qualifying. We put this up to heavy when it comes to the mains, and now we're talking 30 minutes. Like, the track is not going to let you do those fast laps.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the things that you could once do in the first 5, maybe 10 minutes of the race, and the last 5 minutes of the race, impossible, bro. Like, you're going to have to switch up lines. You're going to have to, like we were saying earlier, have that throttle control, or else you're not in the race. Like, you're just not. It's not possible. I feel like that's my full honesty. It's just not possible to really be in that battle. So
yeah. CJ is having a rough go. 15th, and then his teammate Kushtoker, they were doing very good in Supercross, and I don't know, I just feel like they are either making mistakes or maybe the bike setup's not good for this track or something, I would think that they would be up a little farther too.
I thought, we'd see them up a little further as well. But we'll see. I mean, they've still got 19 minutes left in the moto, so we'll see if they can, catch a toe and get up there. We got KC.
150.
Got that pass off Bobby somewhere that we missed. That's our fault. But we're back up front with the leaders. Bobby, not letting him go, though.
I was going to say, he turned up his lap time, too, because I believe 151.8 was a little quicker than his qualifying lap time. So
yeah, I believe he qualified with the 152.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
That 151 is, probably a little more of what he's looking for.
Yep.
I think with the 250 guys, if they can kind of hit that lower 50, upper 40s, that's kind of the sweet spot that you're looking for. So
that's a safe line. I like it on the outside. Casey seems to have been cleaning up his riding a bit. He hasn't been reset or gone off the track in a minute, and you can tell he's stretching out the gap.
Oh yeah. He's got a 3-second, almost 4-second gap on 2nd place Bobby. So
and he should just do Jet Lawrence rules, bro, and just keep him at 3 to 4 seconds, and then just maintain pace on this type of track. That's all you need.
Well, I mean, we saw Deegan do it this weekend at Hangtown. He got out, got a pretty decent lead, nothing crazy, but then after Joe Shimoda did his thing, making his push up to 2nd, he tried to get up there and battle with Deegan, but didn't have the energy. Deegan was up there chilling, so he had the energy, ended up stretching it out even more. So that's similar here. I think KC's just going to try to stay consistent and kind of reserve whatever he's got going so that if Bobby gets back up to him or whoever gets back up to him, he's able to battle. So,
well, and for all the viewers, Casey has very good sprint speed. I ride with him very often. Bobby is very consistent outdoors. He can just chug a great lap time for 30 minutes. So it's going to come down to, I think, later in the race, because he's still 3 seconds, right? Casey would be the one that I would bet to just try and throw a heater to maybe break him. And then that's where the mistakes could possibly come in. Whereas Bobby is going to be like, okay, maybe I'm not the fastest, but I'm going to absolutely just be here the whole race.
Yeah.
And capture and capitalize.
Yeah. I think that'd be smart on his end, really.
He has a little bit of pressure. Who's behind him? Is that Blur?
Hemi.
Oh, it's Hemi. And Hemi be at 149. Hemi be moving. Trying to get up there.
Moving. Let's see. Bobby's running the 151. Hemi's running on 1. Oh, it looks like he just got reset. Dang.
He did.
He's running on 149 now. I want to see what
Bobby a gift right there.
150. Yeah, so far, Hemi
what's
might
Blur
be running
running?
the fastest. Blur's running on 150. Yeah. It's kind of spread out back here.
Yeah, when do you think lappers might start taking play? Around 13 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Oh, it's coming up right now.
It's coming up.
Blue flag
Kush. Let me get him. Let me get to the right track.
Not yet, but
Yeah, I'm loading it up. Call it out when you want. Pause.
Hold on. Bobby just took the lead from KC.
Get out of here.
Bobby just took the lead from Hemi. What happened to KC? Wow.
These guys are making this race absolutely insane. And I'll be real, I'm going to might throw the flag a little early because I just don't want Kush to
throw it right now.
Throw it.
Because he went off track.
Yeah, I saw that. You got a battle going.
We got a battle for first between
Bro,
Hemi, KC, Kush. Come on, man. Kush, come on, man. Blue flag. Throw another one.
Okay, he's good.
Okay, never mind.
He's good. That, honestly, when you hit the first lapper, like, that's always tough.
This battle's crazy right now. What?
Yeah, they're hanging it out. They're swung-donging it right now.
Now, this is at the time in the race where that throttle control is going to be very important. You see how broke down the track is? It's getting slippery. It's getting bumpy. So that throttle control is going to be very important around this time. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the live. You're watching the AMA-SMX League Pro Motocross Series right now. This is round 2 at Thunder Valley.
Hemi about to get reset. Yeah.
Blur gets the pass for third on Hemi there. If
and
you
honestly,
don't
let's
know,
see if Blur can get back in the mix.
let's see if he can. He's actually pretty close. Oh, Hemi got the pass back.
You got the pass back already? He must have made a mistake.
KC,
Okay. Now KC's second.
the track is getting broke down. It's getting crazy. This is what we're talking
shit,
about.
Blur just sends Hemi. That
Bobby
was
might get his first.
amazing.
He might get his first 250 dub on the night or on the day. This is going to be very crazy.
So I wonder how Hemi's gonna feel about just getting absolutely punted.
Oh, KC goes down. No way.
Does it to himself.
Bobby just taking control and just not letting up.
Blur just went from 4th to 2nd in like 3/4 of a lap right now.
Oh no.
Oh, Bob.
Oh no. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, before you know it, you can be off the track. It'll reset you. That's what we were talking about earlier. For those of y'all that don't really play the game or understand what we're saying, like, you just gotta be careful. You gotta you know, consistently log the laps at this point in the race. You can't necessarily be pushing it 100%. As weak as that sounds, you can't necessarily be pushing it 100%.
I don't even think Blur was pushing for first because he was less than a full lap in fourth, and then all of a sudden these guys get battling, a couple resets, and because he was consistent, first just happened. Like there's a lesson there.
There is a lesson. He was what, about 6-7 seconds back at one point.
Yep.
And he's leading right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm impressed with Bobby's push. Every time something bad happens, he just fucking rallies.
Dude, I'm impressed too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's been looking to get to this point for so long, and he's finally here. You know what I'm saying? The race isn't by any means over, but like, this is where I think he's wanting to really be, is up front, battling for the lead and podium. So, well,
in him, I don't think he wants to win, of course. But being in these battles for this long, up at the front, going first, second, third, first, like back and forth, like that's what he wants. You know, that's what makes it so thrilling. Ooh, hit me with the reset.
That part of the track, when we come back, that part of the track, you get reset really easy. Bobby looks like he might have got reset for a second.
I was gonna say he's still maintaining about a second and a half, but Casey is. Oh, Casey got reset too, or crashed.
It gets tricky. It gets tricky. Y'all just we just be saying random shit, but like, this shit is for real. It gets tricky out here.
I like that line Casey took. He's able to drive into that second, use that second jump as kind of like a brake air, so that he can roll into the inside. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to do that more instead of tucking in front.
You know what Bobby's doing?
What up?
He's channeling his inner Chad Reed. He got that number change.
Yep.
He got that number change. He's 22 now. I think he was 51 before. Oh, Blur goes down.
Blur.
He's channeling that inner Chad Reed at 22.
Because he's applying that pressure, bro.
He's
really getting in there.
For those of y'all that are OG DripGangTV fans, he's channeling that inner me. I used to be 22.
Dang.
Nah.
Okay, so we got two lappers coming up. Probably catch him in another half lap-ish. So I'm gonna prep it for whoever that is. Who's?
Alright, let's try to
go to the last lap. Kush. Stroud.
It's gonna be Stroud and CJ. Oh, that part of the track, what we were just talking about, you get reset really easy there. CJ and Stroud, yeah.
Alright, let me know. We can wait for a little bit, right?
Yeah, we can wait for a little bit.
Right now? Oh, no, okay.
Dude, it just makes it hard because when I try to go back to Bobby, it's like...
Go back to Bobby. We want to keep the racing up there.
Who's this? Blur, KC.
Ooh, Casey making another fight.
Wow, what a battle. This late into the moto, and we've still got really a four-way battle for first.
Is that Blur going down, or who's that?
Yeah, that was Blur. Yeah, that was Blur.
Yeah,
he
got
reset.
Alright.
Alright,
I'm watching it.
definitely gonna blue flag CJ and Stroud.
Yeah, I got it.
Or who is it? Yeah, Stroud and CJ.
Boomer Paul, honorable mention, 13.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
They're 3 wide.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. This shit is crazy, bro. No! Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad. I don't even know who did what to
blue flags.
Yep, throw the blue flags.
I just want to make sure they know.
Throw the blue flags because they're paused. But yeah, they're moving.
Perfect.
They're moving. There we go. Oh no! No!
Bobby got the reset.
Stroud.
Stroud, it's not your race, buddy.
Casey with the lead. Hemi trying to. Stroud, buddy. Man, Bobby's right there still. Look, gets the pass for second. This is crazy.
Back in there.
Stroud needs to pull over, man. He's doing the most right now. Oh no, what's going on?
Back in there.
Koopa, Jake the Muss, Rocker in 8th. We've got Bent Lip in 9th, made his way up past his teammate Nixon, who's in 10th. CW 11th. We've got Gail Lewis 12th.
Who's 13th
Boomer
again?
Paul 13th. Boomer Paul.
Boomer.
Stroud 14th. CJ 15th. Kush Toker 16th.
Okay,
KC.
so does Stroud need another flag, or is it in front of... Who's 16th right now? Or I'm sorry, who's in front of KC?
Oh, KC just got stuck.
What?
No way. That was crazy.
I saw that. I was pulling over for a Gatorade, bro.
Stroud. Oh, no. Blur got around him. Let's see. So it'd be Boomer Paul, I believe, who would be the next one.
Nixon eating absolutely shit right there.
Yeah, it would be Boomer. Yeah, Boomer. And then after Boomer, it's going to be Gail Lewis. And these guys really trying to open up that gap between the top 3 and Blur, who's running 4th right now. So, little Awam, he's making a showing for the Suzuki team, running 5th and holding solid because he's really hadn't lost too much time from those top guys. So,
well, and they were battling
congrats
crazy, slowing themselves down. I think that gave Awam an opportunity to pick up his nuts and get to the front.
Most definitely. Bobby's still sending it down there. Hemi.
Oh
yeah, Boomer. Blue flag Boomer.
Looks like we're cool on lappers for a little bit.
Blue flag Boomer. Come on, Boomer. Oh, Bobby got around him. Oh.
No.
Blur. Wow. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't think we'd see 4 dudes still fighting for that first place spot. Now it's 2 dudes, but it's anybody's race. Anything could happen.
Well,
with this,
and they've jumped around
track.
so many times.
That's what I'm saying.
It might be 5 minutes, but it ain't over. Not even.
I think we've had
10
4 or 5 different leaders. 4 or 5 different leaders, bro. Like, for real. Hemi led for a little bit. KC's led. We've seen Bobby lead.
Yeah.
Blur led, yeah. I don't think anyone else was up there. So, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Gail Lewis is going to need a blue flag as well.
Let me know. Coming up.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Hemi
to the inside. Oh, no, he changed his mind. Probably keep his drive. Outside cut in.
Oh, they both
I love
took
it.
the same line.
Let's see.
He's got that drive. Side by side.
See if we can get this pop down the hill. No, Hemi went for it. Messed up.
Hey, messed up, but at least he didn't get reset. No!
Oh, get on the track.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know how he saved that.
I don't know either. It gets slick. Though. I'll tell you that. Blur right there. What a ride for Bobby. Hopefully he can keep it together, at least get the podium. What a ride, though. Led for a little bit, running 3rd right now. It's crazy.
It's 2 motos.
There's 2 motos.
Hemi is just right on KC. I honestly didn't see the speed from Hemi in qualifying, so the fact that he's bringing it this late in the race and just not giving up, hats off, bro. You are absolutely
seriously. Well, I mean, that was one thing we mentioned last week's race was he's got the consistency, but can he find that next level of speed? And maybe that's what he went back and found this week. So, yeah, Gail.
Okay, well, he just a little whiskey dicked off the side of there.
Yeah, it should have been yeah.
No, was it Gale or no? Yeah, it was, right? I think it was.
We're about to get back to this battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we mentioned last week was if he was able to find that next level of speed, and he's slowly starting to do that. So it's cool to see that. It's exciting.
Well, that's what the league's about, right? Like none of these guys, if you go back 2 or 3 months, none of these guys were doing this.
Crazy.
This is all progression, evolution.
Crazy.
They're all getting faster.
It's wild, and I think every person in the league can attest to that. It's like you might have been fast, but I think with being in the league, racing around other people who take this, seriously to an extent, you sort of learn to race a little different, and you become faster than what you were coming into the league, which is crazy to think, but it's a real thing. It's true. It's a real thing.
Funny story, just on what you were saying right now, I literally go into public lobbies, and if I'm just racing stock tracks or whatever, I ride 250s all the time because I'll still be 2-3 seconds a lap faster.
That's what I'm saying, bro, or else people just start leaving because you're so fast.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Even though you could be getting 9th, 8th, whatever in the league races, like that happens when you go to pub lobbies. You're just like, what the heck, bro?
Yeah. Like, what are they doing? But that's why we're all here. Become the absolute best.
Become the best you. Man,
Bobby putting that push back in.
Wants that second place spot. He's not. Oh, he gets it. I was about to say he's not content with the podium, with the third place spot. He wants that second place.
Which gives Blur a chance to get back up on Hemi right there.
Man, Casey's really opened up the gap. 6 seconds now on Bobby, so that's crazy to see.
Who's in front of him? Because Casey's going to be rolling up on him in a second.
Let me see where he's at.
I think it's like 12th place. It's the dude after Gale.
CW.
CW, got it.
CW.
We'll watch that.
Or no, I think it'll be Gale.
They already passed Gale.
No, because CW's right there. CW's right here.
Oh, okay, where's Casey? Am I tripping?
Yeah, it'll be Gale. Bobby up in second, holding it down for the Chaparral Yamaha team. What a race. What a race. I'm almost speechless. Like, this whole race, it's been battles upon battles upon battles. Mess-ups, resets, battles. Like, it's crazy.
And for a guy like Bobby who just didn't show up last week the way he wanted to, this is crazy win. Like for him, he's gonna go into the second moto like, fuck these guys, I got it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, this is what he was looking to do, and I don't want to say for sure, but it looks like they've got the bike where they want it. And I know that's probably exciting for him. It's exciting for the team because from here you're almost just, maybe working on starts. But other than that, once you get the bike right, you're just
down to 3 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
5. But yeah, no, I agree exactly with what you're saying. His bike looks great. There it is. That's the moment. Now Bobby's gonna see him, and he's gonna be like, it's on.
That's crazy.
No way he pulls off the first
last lap. He's got that second wind in him, definitely. He sees him. He's like, oh, bet I could get this win. I could get this win. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy. I don't know if Casey.
He cased that jump right there.
I don't know what's going on.
He's just like, no, I hope the race is over.
Yeah.
Both of them making mistakes all over the track. Scrambling, bro. Scrambling and scraping, as they'd say.
Scrambling scrambling and scraping.
But you know what? At the end of the day, Casey almost tucks front, but makes it. First
Casey
place,
gets the
Casey.
dub. Bobby gets the second place.
Second place.
His
Good
best
job,
finish
Bob.
so far in the 250 class. Blur with the third. Hemi, who we saw up front and who we saw, in second, gets the fourth. We got Little Wam on the Suzuki, who
top five.
Probably
got a shit start.
Didn't let the top guys get too far, and there he is.
And now it's going to be a little bit while back till we get to Koopa. But honestly, Koopa just needs to build off this. Get a better start. Don't crash early. He'll be up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe reevaluate, everything. Reevaluate the bike, line choices, whatever that means for him or the team, and try to come back stronger. Jake, same thing. But GG's coming in 7th. That's still really good. Rocker Blaze, who we saw further back earlier, coming in 8th. Not going to be able to finish. We got Bent Lip, 9th. Nixon, 10th. CW, 11th. Gail Lewis, 12th. Boomer Paul, 13th. CJ, 14th. Stroud, and Christopher.
Oh, no, I was going to say the difference between lap times with KC and Blur. 200s.
Crazy.
Hemi with the 49.7. Bobby with the 151.
Hemi definitely got the fastest lap time on the Moto.
That's insane.
Yeah. But let's see. Let's try to get. You want to do some interviews?
Oh hell yeah! Let's get them all.
Get some people in here. Let's go. Let me see. We got to get Bobby. I say KC. Blur. Sure. Dang.
Bro.
KC, what up, gang?
That was a race, bro.
What a race.
Race to the end.
What a race. Like, battling the whole time.
Bobby, bro.
What's up,
Bobby.
man?
That was
race.
insane, dude.
Now that's a real outdoor race right there.
What
4
a
dudes at the
race.
front battling back and forth the whole 30 minutes plus 2.
Hey, see if we can get Blur in here, too.
We need to get Blur in here.
Let me see.
And we need to get Hemi in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
get
Hemi
in
ran a
here.
149.
What a
Yeah, he ran a
freaking
149,
race.
bro.
What a
Yeah,
freaking
you know what I
race.
noticed? You guys ran your fastest laps, like probably second or third lap, and then after that, everyone kind of dropped off a bit into like the 152s, 153s, but that's just what the track was doing. It was fucking great.
Yeah, that was
Bet. We're getting them in here. But let's run it from the top. Let's go with KC. Let's go with KC. Walk us through that.
Pressure.
That was insane pressure. Tons of mistakes on my end. But man, that was insane. Sweating the whole time, honestly. It was crazy. Just when I thought I was getting a little bit of a gap, next thing I know, someone's right behind me. There was at one point in the race, I don't know if the game glitched out on me or what, but it said that I had like a 20-second lead, and I'm like, oh man, all right, cool. So I
Definitely
changed
didn't.
so I changed my style of riding a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got an 8-second lead.
And you're like,
okay.
hold up.
Yep. And then next thing I know, I mess up twice, and then here's Hemi right behind me. I'm like, oh man.
Well, we saw you stretch it to about 6, 7, 8 seconds at one point. It was kind of like, I feel like somewhere in like the last 10 minutes. And we weren't sure if that was more of like you got some clean air and just no one was fucking with you, or if the battle behind you, which was massive, was kind of hanging them up a little bit. What do you feel?
So I'm not entirely sure what was happening behind me. I was pretty locked in and just pushing the gap. But there was that point in time where I was like, okay, I got a little bit of a lead. I can relax a little bit, just stay consistent, stay on two wheels, stay on the track. And that was my main goal. So I did slow up and I was checking up a lot more. But yeah, I mean, it was just crazy. That's insane.
Man.
What a race, though. What a race.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Literally
Thank you,
from
thank you.
at different points in the race, you were in first, second, third, fourth. Like, what a battle. I'm sure that really tested you and, you know,
Yeah,
just
I'll
kind of
be
showed
honest.
you some new competition, bro. We're only in round two, so.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting coming into Thunder Valley to win at all. This is one of the tracks that I kind of despise.
Yeah.
And it's I was not expecting to come in here and to win anything. So to get that first moto win, I'm pumped.
Let's go. Let's go. Well,
You agree,
congrats, and
Putting Honda on top of the box.
let's go.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you Moto 2.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
For sure, for sure. Bobby,
Bobby.
what's the word, gang? Got a
Bro, you
second
never
place,
gave
bro.
up.
You were pushing the whole
crazy.
time, bro.
You know, just
That was
outdoors.
wild.
Yeah,
Well,
I like
we were
to play.
talking. I was say me and Drip were talking. We were like, this is what he wanted to do last week. We saw the speed, but you just got fucked off. Like this time, mistake that everyone was making. But bro, you never fucking gave up, and you ran right back on him, got right back into the fight, the whole 30 plus 2. That was dope to see.
Oh yeah, it was it wasn't an easy moto. Like the track, man, the track gets fucking like it doesn't really. It gets rutted, but it's like, man, those acceleration bumps and braking bumps will eat your ass up. So it's like, man, I have to make sure I just kept throttle control and just not worried about what was behind me, just more like, you know, what was in front of me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were talking while we were watching you towards the end there after the track had pretty well broken down. And honestly, like, you looked comfy. You looked like you knew what to do with the bike no matter what was happening with the track, if that makes sense. And so to hear you say that is kind of surprising, but it's a real thing. Track breaks down, and before you know it, you're off the track.
Yeah. I mean, it happened to me a couple of times. I feel like, I honestly feel like if I didn't have those little mistakes, y'all would have been talking to me first. I'm gonna just.
Well, you wait. We got another moto. Bring that energy. Bring that fire.
In the first
In the
moto,
next
second's
moto.
as good as the first.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But hey, GG's, congrats on, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but your best 250 finish, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, congrats on that. Bring that energy, that fire, that speed to Moto 2, and we'll see you then.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
We got Blur. Where you at, gang? What's the word?
I know you can't be too happy about this, considering you were, I believe, the fastest one on the track at one point, and you were right in first, battling. Talk us through dropping back a little bit, getting back up there a little bit, and then what kind of happened?
Yeah, I had a decent start. Was like third, kind of dropped back to fourth, and I was sitting behind Bobby, Casey, and Hemi for a good little minute, kind of just watching them all go at it up there, just like sitting behind. Saw them all getting into it and pushed for first, got up there, was going good for a little, made a mistake, kept making mistakes, dropped back to fourth again. It was like, I want to say 12 seconds back from Casey at one point. And kind of just had to slow down, you know, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That definitely goes to show on
Definitely
this
true
track.
on this track, for sure.
Yeah, you could be hauling ass, having fast lap times, but if you're flying all over and not staying on the bike, definitely gonna come back to bite you. And I think that's what happened to me in this first moto, but definitely looking to change it around second moto.
Second moto. Hey, one more question before we let you go. How's it feel running that red plate? I know you're sharing it with KC, but how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels nice. It'll feel a lot nicer if I'll be able to hold on to it and be the only owner of it after this weekend, but we'll see.
Hey, we're gonna see.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, Blur, right now, the way Bobby's running, if you can catch a toe, it's anybody's race. I'll be honest.
No,
Y'all
yeah,
are
I definitely feel like
tight.
we're all very close. It's just whoever's going to be able to keep the bike up the longest.
Hell yeah.
That's facts, bro. That is 100% facts.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Good
All
race.
right,
Blur.
well, hey,
you
congrats
too.
on that, and we'll see you Moto 2
Thanks, boys.
for sure.
Yep.
Hey, me.
Hammy.
Real quick, before we end the live, before we get into the 450 Moto 1, walk us through that game. What a battle. Same or similar to KC, we saw you lead for a little bit. We saw you in fourth. We saw you in second. But what was going on out there?
Oh, well, at the start of the race, I didn't have a great start. I think I was 7th or 8th the first lap.
Okay.
But I could still see the whole pack, front pack, because it was still early in the race. And after that, we just kind of all locked in, stayed real close. I think we had like 5 lead changes in like 2 laps.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, we were all just right there.
It was crazy. It was definitely y'all put on a show for the everybody watching on at home. But man, it's gonna be exciting to see what y'all come out with in Moto 2.
Well, and I'll say this, Hammy. You all were, for 30 minutes straight, just neck and neck. So you might have gotten fourth this time, but please trust, you pull out a dub next Moto, I feel like you're going to be on the box for sure, if not battling for first. So don't get discouraged, because you were just as fast as the rest of those dudes. 100%.
Yeah, 100%, bro. It's anybody's race. Anybody's race.
Yep.
But hey, congrats on where you ended up finishing, and we'll hopefully see you on the podium next Moto.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Drip Gang
Good job,
TV,
bro.
appreciate everybody tuning in. That's going to be the end of the 250 Moto 1. Y'all stay tuned. I'm about to get another live stream started for 450 Moto 1. If you'd like to see it from the POV that you just watched the 250 Motos, y'all go subscribe to That Boy Bobby on YouTube. Him, Skirt, and I believe Rocker. Maybe they might have a special guest. They're going to be commentating and viewing the 450 Moto. So let's get it. Appreciate y'all tuning
Drip,
in. Y'all
real
leave a
quick.
like.
Drip, real quick.
What up, man?
No, I'm sorry. Everybody, leave a like, subscribe, comment. But also, I was just flabbergasted about that last Moto. It was insane.
It was insane. It was wild.
It was crazy.
It was wild.
Yeah.
But
That's it.
Moto 2 is going to be exciting, bro. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.